Hello, everyone. I'm sorry I'm late. I had to eat because I got off of work and I was like super hungry. So normally I do wait until after stream to eat, but that was not happening today. I was starving, so I had to eat. My dad left me a burger and a hot dog, so it's a good night. But yeah, I had to eat because I was like mad hungry. And then my sister decided that that very moment when I was eating was the best time to show me this coupon book that apparently we got in the mail. And she was like, you need to see some of these coupons, because there was like a coupon for this local claw machine place that I go to a lot, and she was like, there's a coupon, you get free tokens. And I was like, my interest was piqued. So I'm just having some water. But no, my interest was piqued. I was like, wait, that's kind of fire. And then we kept on going through it, and there was a bunch of stuff, and I was like, that's a good deal. So then we kind of got lost going through every single page of this coupon book. And I was like, no, wait, like, that's a good deal. We should, like, get that. It was just, like, mini golf. Buy one, get one free. Like, what? So, yeah, that ended up being what we were doing. But yeah, the claw machine one, you get like 8 free tokens, and then there was like a discount if you have like a party there. It's a very nice claw machine place, and I love it. I love claw machines personally, so a friend of mine showed me this claw machine place that's like, it's a little bit far, but it's not really far for me. It's kind of local, and I was like, yo, this place is fire. And they have a bunch of like Pokemon plushies and stuff, because the way that it works there is like, when you get certain plushies from machines, you can either keep them or you can trade them in for points. So I have points saved up with them, but you can then use those points to get bigger plushies. And they have this giant Pikachu that I really want. And they also have this like Hello Kitty one too. So I'm saving up points for that. They also have Pokemon, like Japanese Pokemon cards, which was another thing. And they were like 10 points, which is like nothing, especially because I'm really good at claw machines. So like, I definitely get the bang for my buck when I go there. So it's just cool. And then they also have like gachapon machines, which is another cool thing. Anyways, I keep rambling about this claw machine place, but I have 8 free tokens now. So I'm excited for that. I definitely took that coupon out. There was a coupon for this ice cream place that we like too, and me and my sister were like, oh, that's a good deal. So I had like my 65-year-old man vibes going through this coupon book, and then I was like, holy shit, it's 11 o'clock, I have to go. So now we're here. Anyways, welcome to the stream. Today I thought we would just listen to some music. I wasn't really in the mood to listen to the Scary Story podcast that we normally do, because I was actually listening to it at work. And low-key, the episode I was listening to was very strange, and it was kind of getting a little boring for me. So I just decided to put on our good old jams and have a chill time, and we're just gonna chill. We're gonna listen to some music. We're gonna hopefully finish drawing Delito today, which will be crazy if we're done drawing all these chibis, because then I can draw some other stuff. And, oh, my goodness, and open commissions, which I also want to talk a little bit about while I draw. But first and foremost, hello Bones, welcome to the stream. Hello Bacon, welcome to the stream. And SS Cheesecake, welcome to the stream. Ooga booga booga to you too, SS Cheesecake. I know you said that that's something that you just kind of randomly started saying, and I like it. It's a very defining feature of you as a person. If you did not enter chat with Ooga booga booga, I would think that a doppelganger had entered the chat instead of you. So, I love it. Also, Bacon, yeah, we definitely got lost in the coupon sauce. Like, I was like, some of these were like a pretty good deal, and then others were like $7 off of a purchase of like $70, and I was like, what? I'm like, okay, that's not... like, that's not good. It was very hit or miss. But some of, like, the ones that I actually liked had some good deals. I was like, you know what? Like, that's actually a good deal. And I know that my mom would throw out the coupon book, so that's why me and my sister were, like, ripping out pages. Like, no, we need... we need this one. Okay, so a couple things, actually, that I wanted to mention. Firstly, I have a video. It's done editing. I finished editing it earlier today. I just have to put background music in it. And the problem I was running into is that randomly the video file, so it wasn't even like the exported file, it was the actual video project, got corrupted. And I don't know why, and it was very strange and was not good. It was not good, and I was trying to finish it before I went to work today, because ideally I wanted to post it before I went to work. But then that happened, and I was like, I really don't have time for this, because I had to go to work, and I had about 20 minutes before I had to leave for work, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm really gonna desperately try to get this corrupted file, like, fixed, because it was completely corrupted. I don't even know what happened. Like, it just crashed, and it was like, I can't open this. And I'm like, no, I just spent 4 hours editing this video. We can't be doing this right now, CapCut. And I ended up, like, pulling a save that was, like, from 10 minutes before it happened, so I could, like, recover it, and I only had to edit, like, a couple of things, thankfully. So I did finish editing that video, and I got the corrupted thing fixed, but I could not post it today. So it will be being posted, or I'll be posting it probably tomorrow. I want to post it tonight, but I know YouTube and YouTube's algorithm is not going to push the video tonight, which is an issue. So, like, because if I post it tonight, it could basically completely tank. And I'm not really one to be, like, about analytics and, like, when to post stuff and, like, algorithms and shit like that. But with YouTube in particular, if you don't post your videos at a certain time, they won't go anywhere, and it kind of sucks with reach and stuff like that. So it's not ideal for me to post it at like 1 in the morning, even though I would love to do that. It's just not a good strategy, because, you know, most people are in bed at that time, and most of my viewers are in relatively the same time zone as me, give or take a couple hours, but yeah, it would be really stupid for me to post it at 1 in the morning. So I'm gonna have to try to post it again tomorrow. Probably in the afternoon. Like, I'll probably try to post it for like 1. So I'm thinking like 1 p.m. Maybe 2. I might post it for 2. I'm not 100% sure. But anyways, it will be posted tomorrow. Maybe 1:30? I don't know. It will be done. It will be posted tomorrow. Just know that. I don't have a specific time, but it will be done tomorrow because I've fixed all of the stuff with it. But anyways, that's an annoying thing. Less annoying, more of a cool thing. My commissions will be opening officially very soon. I got a lot of stuff figured out with my payment methods and all that stuff yesterday, which was not a fun thing to deal with, because PayPal was like, oh, why don't you make a business account? And I'm like, okay. And it's like, because if you make a business account, then you can have your business name and not like your actual name. Because and I'll talk about this a little more in detail in a bit, but I'm going to be using VGen. But when you use VGen, if you use the PayPal, sorry, when you use the PayPal option, VGen still gets like the invoices and stuff will still have like your PayPal information or like your public PayPal information on it. So it's like, oh, do a business account, then it will be the business information, which is like fine until it's like, here's your full address. And I was like, no, I do not want my full address on invoices and receipts. What is going on? Like, it's no, I don't want my full address on this stuff. So it was not great. Also, Bones, I know I saw your message that you're gonna go to bed. I will message you later. I hope that you have a wonderful sleep, and thank you for coming and hanging out for a little bit, at least. Also, Delito's avatar does have a snatched waist. It does. Delito has a snatched waist, guys. He's got that little snatched waist. I kind of did it a little bit justice. He doesn't really have, like, curves. He has that, like, big chest, you know, like, big muscular, like, triangle chest. And I gave him, he has that snatch waist. But anyways, yeah. So, yeah, PayPal is trying to dox me, like, legitimately. I was like, this is supposed to be a business account. And it's like, yeah, well, we need a business address because, like, people need to contact you. And I'm like, okay, but it isn't, like, 1875. Like, people can just email me if they need to contact me. They don't need my address. Like, it was super weird in the way that they described why your address has to be, like, public information on a business account. And I was like, I don't think this is for me anymore. I was like, I don't know why. Like, if you need contact information, it would be, like, email, phone number. Why whole address? Like, I don't understand that. If I'm, like, commissioning an artist and I have a question, I'm gonna, like, send them a message. I'm not gonna show up to their house. Like, I don't understand that. It's very weird. So yeah, I don't know why it, like, desperately wanted my whole freaking address on there, and I was like, no. And there was no way to turn it off, because I was looking, and there was absolutely no way to turn it off, and I was like, okay, well, clearly a business account for PayPal is not what I need. So I promptly deleted it. And I'm just going to use my personal PayPal. Now, my personal PayPal, unfortunately, has my actual name on it, which is not a name I go by. But it is what it is. Like, if I'm going to pick between, like, a name and my entire address, I'm going to go with the name. You know what I mean? And it's not even, like, I think when you use PayPal on VGen, it might put that information on, like, a receipt or something. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, there's only so much that I could do. And I'd prefer a name over my whole address. So it is what it is. I don't think that people are going to start calling me by that name. Especially because, you know, first of all, it's a feminine name. So I don't think people are going to be calling me that regardless. And I trust people enough to, like, know not to freaking, like, use that. Like, obviously I have a name that I go by. So it is what it is. I don't really care. My family members have called me, like, my government name on stream before, and it just kind of is what it is, you know? So I'm not too upset with that fact. If it's gonna be my name, that's fine. I'd prefer that over my address any days, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. That's why I ain't started comms either. Why I gotta display everything. No, literally, I don't know. Business LLC or just Phil from Pennsylvania. Like, I would 1000% trust Phil over companies any day. No, legitimately, like, I don't know. I don't know why it had to have, like, a full address. And I was like, oh, well, that's not good. And then I, like, it was, like, 2 hours of my day yesterday trying to figure out everything with that. And it ended with me just choosing not to have a business PayPal. So I was like, okay. Also, hello, Argument. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day. But yeah, anyways, so that was my day. But the good news is that I did actually... Do I want to do clothes right now, or do I want to do face? Let's do face. I don't know what kind of eyes... Because the eyes are very much like Dragon Ball Z style eyes, so that's like big eyebrow, and then you kind of have like this type of shape. That actually doesn't look that bad for me drawing really stupidly. But I think I'm going to change it a little bit just so that it's more my style. I'll still do the eyebrows because that's a given. But anyways, so I did get it figured out. And yes, I am going to be using VGen for my commissions because I was talking to the always wonderful My Twerko, who is somebody who is another VTuber, first of all. But second of all, they are my, like, rigging artist. So they made my model look all nice and move all nice and stuff like that. So what... Hold on. I need to focus on this eyebrow before I continue speaking. But anyways, I was talking to Mai. And I was telling them, like, hey, I might... And this isn't something... I'm not going to open these types of commissions right away because I'm still trying to, like, figure out how much I want to price them for, because my model, I did do my art for my model, so I know how to set up a VTuber model art-wise, so I wanted to open model art commissions, and just the art, because I don't know how to rig stuff. I've tried to learn Live 2D, and, like, I think I probably could learn it at a certain point, but also... It's gonna take a very long time for me to try to learn it and stuff. So I don't know when I'm gonna have time to actually commit to learning Live 2D. So that's the only thing that I am still kind of iffy about with Live 2D. So I can't do actual rigging, but I can draw a model. So I was like, I want to open up model art commissions. And again, I don't know when I'm opening that because I really don't know how much I'm going to price it for. I have a really hard time pricing my art in general, and VTuber model art is not going to be any different, honestly. But anyways, so I was talking to Mai, and I was like, if I open up model art commissions, can I give people... like a discount if they get it rigged by you, because me and Mai have worked together on 3 models already, so they know how I set up my files, they like how I set up my files, I know how they like the file set up and everything like that, so it's just a lot easier for me to work with them, and it eliminates a lot of the... Oh, these eyes look crazy right now. I have to fix the one, obviously. But it eliminates me having to try to figure out how to work with like a different model artist and stuff, or rigging artist and stuff like that, because I've already worked with mine. So it would be easier for me, and it would get, you know, Mai some more business and stuff like that. So I was telling them, and they're like, yeah, like you could totally do that. And I was like, oh, cool, like, I'm glad that that's, like, something that you're okay with, for me to give a discount if people get a model drawn by me, rigged by you. And then they were like, oh, you're opening commissions. And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, do you want a VGen code? And I was like, what? Because if you're unaware, if you're not in the artist space, or, like, commission space in particular, VGen is kind of like a really nice site for commissions, because they very much so, like, vet all of the people. Like, you can't just sign up for a VGen account. You either have to get invited or you have to apply, and then the people who run VGen only accept a certain amount of people every time that they apply, you know what I mean? And you can only send invite links if you're like a verified artist. So it's very much like vetted and on the up and up and stuff like that for the people who sell on that site, because you can't trace stuff, there's no AI, it's like all of that stuff. It's a very good website. So was my surprise when Y was like, do you want a code? I was like, hell yeah. So I do actually have a VGen artist profile now, which is very cool. And I'm very excited about it and excited about opening commissions and stuff, which I will be doing very soon. I have a price list already made up for most of my things. If anyone's curious, chibi art like this, which is a whole full-body chibi, fully rendered, fully colored, cel-shaded with a background and stuff, is $35 Canadian. That's the price I came up with. A couple of people told me that that's too cheap, but I'm like, no, that's how much I'm gonna go with, because I feel bad charging anything more. And I have like different prices for like add-ons and stuff like that, but to give you an example, so any of like the arts that we've been doing of chibis for the past couple of streams, something like that would be like $35. All my prices are in Canadian too, so if you're from the US, it's gonna be cheaper. Just to let you know. I don't know what face I want to do for this. I don't know what expression I want to do for this. And then I have prices for emotes. I think my emote prices are like... How do I not know my own prices? This is embarrassing. One for $3, two for $5. No, is it two for... I don't remember. Don't quote me on this. I don't remember. I'm gonna look it up. Because I don't want to say my prices incorrectly and then somebody be like, but on stream, you said that it was... I don't think that's gonna happen. But in case it does, let me see. So emotes. One for $5, two for $8, or 5 for $15. And if you have more than 5, it would be $15 plus $2 per additional emote. So there's that. And then another cool thing that I'm offering when I open commissions, which will probably be in like the next week or so, to be completely honest with you. I'm also going to be doing simple tattoo designs, because apparently people think I'm good at drawing tattoos. I don't know. I have dabbled in some tattoo drawings. I have 2 tattoos of mine that I have drawn myself. But the problem is that I didn't think that anyone else would want something I've drawn tattooed on them, but apparently I was wrong, because I had a couple of people actually reach out to me once I posted some tattoo designs on like Discord and stuff like that, who were like, oh, I would totally get a tattoo of this from you. And I was like, oh, I feel so special. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So that's something I'm offering now, which is simple tattoo designs, and those are $25, which is not bad. Also, yes, Bacon, I had to do a grin so it didn't look like Roblox. But anyways, yeah, it's kind of cool. So yeah, here, actually, where is... That's not it. Why do I have so many freaking things on OBS? OBS, please. There we go. Actually, there's nothing on here that I don't mind you guys seeing. It's just more art and stuff. I was like, I'm gonna hide it, but like, there's really nothing. I wanted to show you guys this. So this is a tattoo style piece I did of myself. You know what I mean? which has these like tattoo shaders. So I have this entire tattoo shader and brush set that I've been using to like do certain things and stuff. So this was one of the things I did, but then more recently I did this tattoo design, and it's very cute. I already have a really big Mimikyu tattoo, so I wouldn't get this tattoo, but if I didn't already have a really big Mimikyu tattoo on my arm, I probably would get something like this. It turned out very cute. I'm planning on doing ones like this of different Pokemon. I already have somebody on Blue Sky who suggested I do a Ralts tattoo like this. So I'm gonna do a couple of these things, but then this will also be an option for my commissions as well, because I feel more confident because people seem to like them. I don't know if I'm gonna do colored ones. This is a colored tattoo-esque piece that I did. It has some texture on it and stuff like that. I don't know if I'm gonna do colored ones yet. I'm not 100% sure, because I don't think I've perfected the color tattoo style. This is kind of just flat color with some shading. But I mean, maybe. Also, look at this gorgeous person in this tattoo design. Oh, you're right, Bacon. It's always the incorrect eyebrow. I always mess it up. I always mess it up, like literally every single time. Whatever. Maybe it's just... No, I was like, maybe it's mirrored. It's not mirrored. It can't be mirrored. But anyways, also somebody said peach too. Somebody noticed my peach drawing here. I don't think YouTube's gonna kick me off. YouTube, please. YouTube, please don't kick me off. Yes, I drew this picture of Peach. I also gave her tattoos too, with the same brushes. I like the arm ones a lot. The leg ones are also good, but the arm ones are really the best ones. And I also drew Cataquacks in the background, because you know. Anyways, we're gonna stop showing that picture, because I have a feeling YouTube might not like it. Anyways. Also, hello K-Dog, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Have y'all seen the lady who turned a 3D printer into a tattoo machine? No, but that sounds scary. I don't know about that. Also, hello Julian, welcome to the stream as well. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Julian is one of the people who said that my tattoo designs looked like good enough to actually be tattooed on people, so shout out to Julian, guys. I know someone who has done some tattoo designs. I think it's cool. Yeah, like, I've done some for myself. Like, my Mimikyu tattoo. It's a Mimikyu with this crown that I'm wearing and flowers on it. So it has a pink peony, 2 blue daisies, and, like, some purple roses. I drew the main Mimikyu and a daisy and a pink peony, and then my tattoo artist added the roses and like fix some stuff up. So that's one that I did for myself. And then I also did another one for myself, which is a blue shell from Mario Kart with cherry blossoms around it. So that's another one I have tattooed that I drew myself. So I've drawn tattoos before, but I never thought that anyone else would want something I drew tattooed on them. I don't know why. It's kind of like a imposter syndrome kind of anxiety, I don't know, self-consciousness, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. I was not thinking that people would actually like my art that much. Like, a tattoo is on you forever, you know what I mean? If my own art is on me forever, that's whatever. Like, it's me. But, like, somebody else, I don't know. But apparently I was wrong, so that's something I'll be offering commission-wise, too. Which is fun and cool and fun and cool. I wanted to do an Among Us one. But I haven't yet, but I'm going to. I'm definitely going to. Argument, why did you send a drooling face? Oh, just because of Peach. That's fair. That's fair. That's... You know how people say, like, what was your motivation to draw this? That was my motivation. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a degenerate. I'm a degenerate who can draw things. Like... Oh, I'm using one of the tattoo shaders. I don't even mean to do that. Now I'm using the side of the pencil. That's great. I guess I should draw Dolito's clothes. And perhaps he needs some clothes. I think the face looks really good, actually. I'm very proud of that. Hello? What are we doing? There we go. Baby, don't you miss me? They cannot handle the peach. No. I had a bad feeling. I'm like, YouTube is gonna smite me down if I keep this on the screen anymore. Even though she, like, has clothes on. Like, she's just in a bathing suit. But I don't know. I had a bad feeling. Okay. Dolito's got that very classic DBZ outfit. Looks very comfy. I too am a degenerate. Yo, let's go. Degens in the chat. Rise up. No. Yeah, no, I'm excited for my commissions to open. I'm excited to finally, you know, do some things with my art. Twill be cool. Also, I don't want anybody to feel, like, pressured into commissioning me. I understand that money is, like, a very hard thing to come by, honestly, nowadays. So I know I keep talking about commissions and I was talking about prices and stuff like that, but I don't want anyone to feel like they have to when I do officially open commissions. I won't be offended. I won't be, like, bugging people. Like, I cannot stand when there are, like, those bots, or maybe they're real people that are on, like, Twitter and stuff, who will, like, go into your DMs and be like, oh, commission me. I hate when people do that. So I will never do that to people. Because that's not how you're supposed to market yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you're supposed to put yourself out there. You're supposed to show your work in a portfolio, and people will come to you. Not freaking crowding random DMs and being like, I need a commission. Like, one of my pet peeves. And I don't know if it's bots. I don't know if it's real people. I have no freaking idea. But they're always like, and I try to be nice a lot of the times and be like, listen, I'm just not in the market to commission you right now. And then they start freaking out and like, no, you need to commission me now. And it's like, no, this is insane. Like, they always turn so angry and so violent. Like, I don't know why. I've gotten so many of them get so angry at me when I say no, and it drives me bananas. So I would never do something like that to people because it's the most annoying shit ever. So I'm just giving that disclaimer. Never catch me doing that shit. It's so annoying. I do understand standards. I'm glad that, like, you also despise it, K-Dog. I've seen you talk about it before. Like, legitimately, sometimes on Twitter, you can't even say the word commission in a tweet without getting absolutely swarmed by these people who just show up in your DMs. And they always have, like, GFX artist in their bio. And you're like, please leave me alone. And then they don't. And they just keep crowding your goddamn DMs. It's like the worst shit ever. That just ain't how you're supposed to market yourself. That's not gonna make me want to commission you. That's gonna make me want to freaking fight you. Like, if anything. Also, argument, what are you talking about? Banana attack? What are you saying? I think you might have put emojis, but sometimes my chat does not load emojis for me. So I just see banana attack and then, like, a whole blank area. Guys, my new video that I was talking about earlier is about Switch 2 games I'm excited for. Or, I think my brain is actually, like, completely shot. That's not what the video is about. The video is about Switch 2 games that I want to happen. There are the bananas. There's Bananas Trust in one singular baguette. Yep, I can see it now. It takes, I don't know why. I don't know why it like takes a while for chat to load properly, but I see the bananas in one single baguette. I get, my baguette. A new monkey game. Yeah, no, I'm excited for that. So I made a mistake. That's not what the video is about. It's about games I want to see on the Switch 2. And there's a couple of different things on there. New 3D Mario is something that I talk about in the video. And I unfortunately go on a ramble. I unfortunately go on a very long ramble, but like, what else is new, honestly? But I am very excited for the Donkey Kong game. The new monkey game. Very stoked, very hyped. What else? I did talk about, Switch Sports. Oh, when I went into recording that video, and usually when I do videos that are more, like, properly scripted and have, like, a, you know, like, a proper thing that I'm supposed to say and, like, an actual idea and stuff like that, I'll script out the video and I'll stay very much on script for the most part. I don't know what happened when I was recording and I started talking about Switch Sports, but there is there is a section of the video which I don't even think is, like, me talking about anything. It's just me absolutely shitting on Switch Sports. And, like, listen, it's because I specifically was talking about wanting something like Switch Sports Resort, and I kind of talk about that in the video, but it also just turned into me absolutely ripping into Switch Sports. Guys, I used to really like Switch Sports, and then I made a realization, and my thoughts have changed. But anyways, so look forward to that. You get, like, a mini rant about Switch Sports in the new video coming out. But yeah, new 3D Mario, very excited for. I also do think Mario Wonder 2 is probably going to be a thing. And, like, I don't want to give too much away from Le Video, because like I said earlier in the stream, I'm going to be posting that tomorrow. I want to post it tonight so bad, but, I know that YouTube is going to absolutely destroy it if I do that, so it's a bit sad. It's a bit very sad. But I would post it tonight if I could. But I don't think that YouTube would like that very much, so I'm not going to. But yeah. New 3D Mario, I think, is definitely going to happen. Didn't they announce Silk Song? They kind of did. Yeah, like, the thing with Silk Song is it has been talked about and confirmed for a very long time. Like K-Dog said, it was announced like 7 years ago, but they haven't been able to, like, confirm a release date. And just casually in the Switch 2 Direct, they were like, Silk Song 2025, and then that was kind of it. And, like, that's good, but I wish that there was, like, a little bit more. And correct me if I'm wrong, I might be wrong, but I don't think the dev actually said anything specific after the Switch 2, like, Direct. I don't think they confirmed an actual date or anything like that. It just kind of arbitrarily said 2025, and it was, like, 10 seconds of footage, and then it just moved on to something else. Which is very sad. Because Silksong is definitely a hyped game. I still have to beat the original Hollow Knight, which I'm in the process of doing. I actually might start streaming it. So my boyfriend, his favorite game is Hollow Knight, and he wants me to stream Hollow Knight with him. As, like, he's gonna be, like, just co-streaming with me. After we're done Chicory, A Colorful Tale, so that's something to look forward to. And hopefully I'll finish it before frickin' Silksong comes out. Bones has good taste. He does. He actually does, for the most part. For the most part. Sometimes he shows me a game and I'm like, bro, what is that? Like, he made me play Halo the one time, which is, like, fine, and I'm not... I can already see some people getting very angry, but let me finish. I'm not saying that Halo is a bad game, and I'm sure it was, like, peak gaming back in the day, like, when there was online and it was just kind of, like, first a thing. But it's not really for me. And when I played Halo, I was playing Halo with him and one of our friends, and both of them just kind of sat there and were, like, getting mad at me because I wasn't, like, aiming properly or something, and I was getting really mad. So I think maybe they also just tarnished my Halo experience. But I'm like, guys, I don't know what I'm doing. I've never played this game before, and I'm not really this type of person. Like, when I was younger, I used to play COD in online lobbies and stuff, and that was kind of my, like, gamer moment, you know what I mean? I don't play first-person shooters really much anymore, outside of, like, BioShock and stuff. Which, I like BioShock more for the actual story and gameplay and less for the frickin' shooting anyways, but yeah, I don't know. Halo was an experience, but I know a lot of people really like that game and hold it very near and dear, and I'm not talking shit about it. It's just not really for me. So that's what, like, Bones usually has good taste, but Halo is also one of his favorite games ever too. So take that as you will. No, okay, Bacon, there's no offense taken by Bacon. That rhymes. Yeah, I'm not, like, it's just not for me. I was actually talking to, a family member, actually, over the weekend, and we were talking about games, because he was like, oh, you have, like, a gaming PC, and I'm like, yeah, and then he's like, what games do you play? Because he plays, like, Valorant and, like, Rainbow Siege and stuff like that, and another game that I'm forgetting the name of. It's in that vein, though. But he plays games like that, and he was like, oh, what games do you play? And I was like, Hello Kitty's Island Adventure. And he was like, what? I'm like, I play that. I play, like, Five Nights at Freddy's. I play, like, frickin' Minecraft. I listed off all these games, and he was like, yes, he's like, so you're more into, like, indie games, and I'm like, I guess so. But it's just funny, because, like, obviously he likes very different games than I do, and I'm just like, I don't know, I play, like, this stuff. And I'm like, I'm really hyped for Amanda the Adventurer 3. And he's like, what is even that? And I'm like, well, you're missing out on peak. If you like Hollow Knight, I recommend playing 9 Souls. One of my faves was playing it before stream, actually. I've actually never heard of that game before, but it sounds interesting. Sounds very interesting. You know what? We gotta, like, talk about, like, oh, hyped games of, like, 2025. Hyped games of blah, 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 blah. You know what game I'm hyped for? I'm really hyped for Jock Studio, guys. If y'all don't know what that is, don't look it up. No. Everyone always talking about, I'm so hyped for Donkey Kong, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? Shock Studio. That's what I'm hyped for. If I'm being so for real. I think that comes out 2026, though. I'm low-key definitely not a Kickstarter for it. Oh, God. I am actually, like, unironically, I'm a little hyped for that game. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a hot minute since I played some stupid fucking dating sim. I've been trying to get back into Blush, but, like, there's only so much you can do with that game. Because it's a lot of waiting. It's a waiting game, you know what I mean? Actually, I'm hyped for... What is the game called? Date Anything is, I think, what it's called. It's for the Switch. Bacon was sending videos of it, and it looks so good, actually. What I have to see. I think that's what it's called. I think it's called Date Everything or Date Anything. Let me look it up real quick. Yeah, Date Everything. That's what it's called. I'm hyped for that game. That comes out next month? Yo, wait, I forgot. This comes out next month. Guys, this game is going to be good. Date Everything is what it's called. It looks so good. The, like, lamp character is so fine. And what, I think there's a door character that is also fine. I don't know. Anyways, Date Everything, essentially, you get, like, this pair of glasses. And the glasses make it so that you can literally interact with, like, any random object in your house, and it turns into a dateable person. And yes, there's, like, shit like a dresser. You can just date a dresser. I don't know. I really don't know. But it looks like it's gonna be a good game. It looks like it's gonna be a good game. And yeah, I think Lux is the character I'm talking about. He's a lamp. Oh, the vacuum cleaner guy is also really freaking hot. I don't know, guys. It looks like it's gonna be ridiculous. Hoove. That's his name. He's a vacuum cleaner. Date Everything is gonna be fire. You best believe we're streaming that live, man. Date Everything looks like it's gonna be so good. Oh, I'm so excited for that game. And, like, Jock Studio, of course. But, like, that game is gonna be so good. Let me tell you, my mind is blanking, not brain rot, dumb brain. Just, I don't fucking know. I walked through the equivalent of a hurricane too, and come back to get 4 tubs of mac and cheese. I come back like several soggy ass cat. Took a shower and mine goes poof. That when I got home today, I literally was like, I need to eat something, and then I just ate, and I went through a coupon book with my sister. So I feel like I didn't walk through a hurricane, but I understand the brain just not being there. Argument, I'm hyped for Doom the Dark Ages. Yeah, that's an actual, like, real, like, normal game. Not fucking Date Everything. Also, hello Facade. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day. We're not listening to scary stories today, no. We're listening to music, because I wasn't in the mood to listen to that podcast, to be completely honest. I listened to it. I said this a bit earlier in stream, but I listened to that podcast at work earlier, and I was just, honestly, a little bored. So, we're listening to music. We're mostly just talking. I don't really think I'm listening to much music. I'm kind of just speaking. Very chatty today. I'm fucking drunk and paranoid and so goddamn annoyed. What are these shoes, Delito? I don't know. I don't think I did the shoes good. Whatever. It's the best I can do. Can a milk bag be dated? I don't know. Maybe. Perhaps. Perhaps. I fucking hope so. That would be amazing, but I don't know where the game is set. So unless the game is specifically set in Ontario, I don't know that you will be able to date a milk bag. But if I developed the game, you best believe that I would make that a dateable character. Can you talk about the image of the guy who just straight up goes, "Sup baby, nice ass"? I don't know what that guy is. I'm not 100% sure. He's just like, I don't know what object he's supposed to be. I don't think they've confirmed what object he's supposed to be, because I'm pretty sure the name of him is just a bunch of question marks, so I don't know what he's supposed to be. King is doomed because chat can pull for who we see next in Date Everything. Yes, I think we should do that. It'll make it interactive. Not milk bag. We cannot go one stream without milk bag being brought up. We can't. It's something I'm living with now. I am the most milk bag VTuber. We've discussed this before. It's just how it is. I'm accepting it. You know. Bro is built with a golf ball head. Maybe he is a golf ball. I don't know what he's supposed to be. I guess we'll have to find out on next time on Date Everything. I'm very hyped for that game. Unironically, it looks like it's gonna be fire. It kind of, like, the way that it, like, a way that the what is the word I'm looking for? The art style, the way that the art style is kind of portrayed in it looks a little bit like, or not looks, but it reminds me of Monster Prom, if anybody knows what that game is. It kind of gave me that vibe a little bit. Monster Prom is a little bit more streamlined, and it looks like Date Everything is going to be more in-depth, though. Like, Monster Prom is very, like, I don't know what you call it. I don't want to say it's very much like a game, because it is, but, like, Date Everything looks like it's more of a visual novel, and Monster Prom is more of like a game. Like, it has a competitive dating mode, which is kind of weird, but it's fun. Also, hello, Ducks and Art. How are you? Welcome back to stream. Yes, random person I only watched once before. Well, I remember you. I love your username. It's great. For as long as I draw breath, milk bag will be mentioned, of course. Why are people talking about dating milk? That just happens. That just happens. That always happens in my streams. Like, 90% of the time, milk is brought up in my streams because everybody thinks it's so foreign to have, like, bagged milk. But it's just silly. We've reached acceptance in 5 stages of grief. Yippee, milk bag. Actually, the Split Fiction stream from yesterday had 0 mentions in the stream chat playback of the word milk bag, so streak broken, failure. Well, I have to, okay, maybe I should specify. Every art stream usually has a milk bag mentioned in it. It is, yeah, exactly. It's reserved for art streams. Argument will make milk bag be his last words. I shall die with a smile. Everyone stop. Enough. But no, it is very specifically art streams are usually when the milk gets brought up. Other streams, it's usually not. The Chicory, A Colorful Tale stream we had a while ago also had milk. And I drew a milk bag in that stream. It had boobs. But you know. But you know, it is what it is. But yeah, usually if drawing is involved, milk bag is involved. Art streams, yes, the canvas is white, like milk, exactly. This canvas is actually just one big milk bag. You can see it. There it is. You cut the corner off and you put it in the pitcher. We're not doing a bagged milk demonstration again. You guys already know how it works. I've explained it to you guys. We're getting close to milk bag body pillow, I think. We're getting there. That's still a goal that's on the table. Also, the sketch is pretty much done. I don't know what this area is. It looks kind of strange. It looks weird. I think it's because I have the outline here. It's just, yeah, that's better. I'm like, this looks weird. Let me fix that. Yep, that's the brush. 65 till Milkbag-chan is created. Soon the spoken shall be brought into reality. Only then shall I find peace. What in the world? It's like a prophecy. The Milkbag-chan prophecy will be fulfilled. It's almost time. Isn't it weird, though? We're almost at 600 subscribers. That's kind of crazy. Insane. I'm actually almost at 3,000 watch hours, if you could believe it. Which I think is nuts. I think when I checked last, I was at 2,300 and something. So I'm almost there. Which, if I get that many watch hours, I guess it could have memberships. But, like, I don't know if I will. It is, like, a milestone. It's something that I could do, you know what I mean? Which I just think it's cool that I could have the choice to have memberships soon. Because of the watch hours. Fall in love with me. But yeah, 600 subs, and then Milkbag-chan. You know what's so funny? I haven't even, like, sketched what Milkbag-chan would look like. I have no idea. I'm keeping it a surprise myself. Know what I mean? I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it in my head until we hit 600 subs. When we get to like 15 away, I'll start having like a counter or something. I think I talked about that in one of my other streams. Like, I'll have like a counter that says blank subs away from Milkbag-chan. Also, if I have money, if I have money at the time of that, then perhaps, and this is a perhaps, this is not like this is gonna happen, but perhaps I'll be able to do a Milkbag-chan VTuber. I don't know though yet, chat, so I don't want anyone to get any ideas, because getting a model rigged is expensive. But it could be funny. It would be funny, so we'll see. We'll see what my financial situation is at that point. Because, like, I also did pre-order a Switch too, so that was expensive. But at the same time, that was a tax return. But still. Do it for the Vine. Well, now I'm gonna have to, right? Also, thank you so much, Julian, for the compliment on Met Art. I'm really liking how this looks. I think it's just enough, like, DBZ style without being straight up DBZ, you know what I mean? I think it's turning out good. The ideas are flowing already. I shouldn't have heard this. No, listen. It's only if I am financially in a good place. So we'll see. If I have some extra money and I'm feeling very funny, then perhaps I will do a Melkchan VTuber model. But we will have to see. And also, we already talked about that Melkchan has a male and female form. So will that have to be like 2 models? I don't know. Okay? There's another side of it where I could also have a milk bag version of my model, but I don't know what that would be. I actually have no idea. So I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see when we get to that. We're not there yet. We are not there yet. Julia, no rejoicing. We are not there yet. I'm honestly waiting until the restocks come in. Whoa. Because Switch 2 pre-orders was a nightmare. Yeah, it was. I feel like a lot of people had a lot more luck actually pre-ordering it in store, but I think that how they handled it online was really stupid. Like, they're like, we're gonna do all this stuff to make sure that we are, like, not having bots. And then bots happened anyways. Like, it's kind of dumb. The art is earning bacon. I agree, fully. Vendoring will supply the money, yes. That's where all my money from doing vendors with Facade is gonna go. To Milkbag-chan. I'll have like a little like tip jar that says support Milkbag-chan, and everybody will be confused and walk away from me instead of buying my things. It would be so funny. Guys, I know it would be really, really funny, but we'll have to see. I'm going to get a Minecraft skin of my new OC, and there's a Minecraft VTuber model I could buy and put my skin on it. Ooh, that's cool. I made a Minecraft skin myself of my VTuber model. It doesn't look very good. It looks alright. I wish I could make them a little bit better. Maybe I'll commission somebody to do it. I actually, this is kind of off topic, but I saw somebody, I don't remember the artist because I found them and I saw like their, I think they had VGen or it might have been Ko-Fi, I'm not really sure, but they did South Park VTuber models and they looked really, really cool. And I would have loved something like that, but I can't remember who the artist was now, but they looked freaking funny. And I was prepared to like give them money for it, but then when I went back to go find them, I couldn't remember who it was, and I haven't been able to like find them since. I'll probably have to go looking again, because I don't know, just that makes me laugh. I think that would be fun. A little South Park model. Scalpers be crazy. Yeah, I don't even know, like, it's scalpers and also just bots, and it's stupid. It's probably the same people who ruined the TCG scene and everything. The canvas is white, milk bag reference. No, literally, the canvas is just one giant bag of milk. That's what it is. That's what the canvas is, guys. 100%. Oh, that line was very shaky. What is up with this line right now? Okay, I've been on like a bender of watching really shitty, scary movies. Like, for example, like the Winnie the Pooh horror movie. And there's like a Mickey Mouse one that's called Mickey's Mousetrap. And they're just like shitty, stupid, scary movies. What is happening? Okay, hold on. Chat went a little crazy. I'm gonna finish chat and then I'm gonna continue what I'm saying. Is scalpers that bad? I heard that scalpers for Pokemon cards were bad. Now the Nintendo Switch. Yeah, they were extremely bad for Pokemon cards, and then pretty much all of the Switch 2 pre-orders online got completely wiped within like a second or two of them going live. And most people think that it's scalpers for that too, and I'm like, it's a Switch system. I shall be baptized in the holy milk. May the milk bag of understanding guide us. Ridiculous. Come hither, fool. And the fool jingled across the floor miserably. That's my literal brain point of view. Just jingling, going pitter-patter in circles. Bacon, did you use your mod privileges to put argument in a timeout? Insanity. But yes, anyways, let me go back to my watching stupid scary movies shenanigans. I promise you this actually has to do with what we're talking about. I think that if I was like rich, I would go and create a milk bag horror movie in the likes of Sharknado and whatever the frick else. And y'all would probably watch it, which is like the crazy part. If I was like rich and could just make a movie randomly, and it was Milk Bag, the horror movie, would you guys watch it? It'd be called like, I don't know, Bag of Horrors. Bag of 2% horrors. And then the milk bag would be evil and come to life, and it would kill you by going into a pitcher and then being slammed on a table. What do you think? Do you think do you think that movie will be picked up by, like, I don't know, Ryan Murphy and Brad Falchuk? What do you guys think? New American Horror Story season just dropped. American Horror Story Milk Murder House. Guys, I wish I was rich. That would have been so funny. If that exists, I don't know if that exists. A lot of stuff exists. Like, let's be real, a lot of stuff exists. I have to know now. Hold on, I was gonna say, maybe it does exist. No, I have to look it up now. I have to know. I don't know what horrors are going to await me when I Google milk horror movie. Oh, there's actually a horror movie called Milk. But it looks like it's actually scary. There's a movie called Milk and Cereal, but like serial killer. The main character of the movie is named Milk. What is this? What is this? It has a 6.6 on IMDb. What am I looking at? What is this? That's so funny. What is this movie about? A surprise birthday prank takes a turn for the worst when a popular social media duo must face the reality of the terrifying aftermath. I thought this was about milk. The main character's name is Milk, but it doesn't look like it's actually about milk. I'm just sad. So there's actually a horror movie called Milk, but it seems to be like an actual horror movie. Like, it's a short horror film. Oh, the whole thing's on YouTube, apparently. I'm not watching it because it's gonna scare me. But you know. I don't know what is happening. What the fuck? Okay, recently viewed movies. Shrek the Third. I can assure you I didn't view that. What the... Shrek... Okay, Shrek is here. What are these recently viewed movies that show up? It says Shrek the Third, Shrek, Pokemon The Rise of Darkrai. Yeah, that sounds like me. And Detective Pikachu. Shrek also maybe, but I know damn well I didn't watch Shrek the Third. Okay, well that's... horror movie about milk. Okay. Well... the same thing just keeps coming up. So maybe there isn't a horror movie about, like, milk itself. Because all of those seemed like it was, like, legitimate. So there's a market for a milk bag horror movie, because one doesn't exist. So... also, argument, you're not timed out anymore. I can see your messages again. Picked up, maybe, and possibly thrown in a furnace, and enough. Make it so it's the actual milk bag that kills people. No person can... no, exactly, just the milk bag. Just the milk bag. There's a horror movie about a tire that kills people. I believe that. There's a lot of horror movies of, like, stupid shit. There's one, I haven't watched it, but I've seen reviews of it where it's, like, a drone. And the drone just kills people. I don't know why. Shrek the Third is not a good movie. It's not. Imagine having a name based off a drink or food. I would never know. Hard to imagine. Yes. Chat, should I name my child in the future Milk? I'm joking. I should not. That's a horrible name for a person. Also, chat, I'm not having a child anytime soon. That's why I said in the future. But I'm definitely not naming them Milk. That was a joke. That was a prank, chat. When inanimate objects rise up. No, literally. There's a lot of strange horror movies out there. Horror is probably one of the genres of, like, the most just random shit. Like, legit, there was the Winnie the Pooh horror movie, Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey. It looks like it sucked. I haven't watched the whole thing. I've watched a bunch of reviews of it. And it looks like it's hot garbage. Apparently the second one is a lot better. Mickey's Mousetrap is a hot trash movie. And in Mickey's Mousetrap, because it's supposed to be like Mickey Mouse horror based off of Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse, because that's in public domain. And like, they don't really do anything with him. He's just like some guy in a mask, in a Mickey Mouse mask, who like kills people randomly. And he like teleports. It's so bad. Yeah, Popeye has a horror movie. I have not watched that one yet, but it looks like it's good. Like, bad good. You know what I mean. I remember there was a horror movie that had a pool scene kill in it. And instead of water, it filled with blue-dyed milk so the killer could not be seen. Well, that's kind of a milk horror movie then. May I interest you in the shit production that is Rock Monster, an old rerun on Sci-Fi? I've never heard of that. Rock Monster. That sounds fire. I love watching shitty movies. Like, I really do. They're like one of my favorite genres. It's just shit-ass movie. Yeah, they're gonna make a Bambi and a Peter Pan one. Because they're having a whole Poohniverse. That's their thing. It's a Winnie the Pooh public domain universe. They're also doing a Steamboat Willie one too, I'm pretty sure. Steamboat Willie has one, and the Grinch. I just found out about the Grinch horror movie that's just called, like, The Mean One or something. I haven't watched it, but very specifically, I haven't watched it because I used to have a very bad irrational fear of the Grinch. I don't anymore, of course, but I still don't want to watch a horror movie with him in it because I feel like it's going to awaken my childhood scare. Like, I don't know. I used to have a really bad irrational fear of the Grinch, and I was terrified of him when I was a kid. And I genuinely don't know why. I just thought he was, like, creepy. So when I found out there was a Grinch horror movie, I was like, I'm never watching that. Even though I'm not afraid of the Grinch anymore, I just do not think I can watch it. I mentally don't think I can make it through that movie. But the same people, I think, who made that movie are doing a Steamboat Willie one called Screamboat. And it looks like it's actually going to be pretty good. So I might watch that one. Was it Jim Carrey's Grinch? Yeah, like, that Grinch scared me, but also, like, the original one. I don't know. Just, like, the Grinch as a whole really scared me as a kid. And it was very strange. Not as strange as my fear of the mirror from Snow White. Which was another thing I was really afraid of as a kid. Like, specifically the mirror from Snow White was, like, I couldn't watch that part of the movie because I would get scared. Like, I don't know. It's very weird. Oh, God. If a movie has practical effects, then I'm impressed. I love practical effects. Even if the practical effects look kind of cheesy, I do really like seeing them. What if I said it has military rock golem and a fucking wizard? That sounds like a fire movie. I don't know why those jokes of movies get attention, because they're shitty. Like I said, I am somewhat like, I've watched pretty much every Sharknado movie. Their peak. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I know, they're like shitty movies, and like we shouldn't watch them because they're like bad. But they're so bad they're good, in my opinion. And I really like watching stupid shit-ass movies. They're just so funny. It's one of my favorite pastimes, is just to watch, like, the worst movies ever made. Like, Trollland, one of my favorites. Hands down, one of my favorite movies. It's so garbage. Who has seen Piranaconda? I've heard of that. Sharktopus, I have actually heard of. Sharktopus versus Terracuda. I can't speak. I know what that movie is. That's another fire movie. Who'd win in a fight? 100 mirror-sized Grinches or 50 Grinch-sized mirrors? I don't know. That sounds like my worst nightmare. If there's specifically the mirror from Snow White, that's my worst nightmare. National Geographic has a horror movie called Blood Lake, Attack of the Killer Lampreys. What? Why does National Geographic have that? La Valetia? I don't know what that is, Bacon. Has Lawrence Fishburne, I think. And it has Sharknado cameo Easter egg. Also lava spiders. Oh, like lava tarantula. Lavantula. Haha! The word confused me when I saw it at first. And you said lava spider made sense. I have not watched Lavantula, but that sounds like some stupid shit that I would like. I don't know. Stupid movies like that always just get me. They're really funny. I'm trying to think of like other ones that I've watched. It's been a while since I've watched like a stupid movie. Because not a lot of people like watching stupid movies. I watched this wasn't really like one of those like stupid low budget movies, but it was R.I.P.D. I don't know if you guys know what that movie is. It has Ryan Reynolds in it. And Kevin Bacon is in it too. Such a dumb movie. It's such a dumb movie, but oh my god, it's so funny. But that one was like, there was some actual budget and like production to that movie, but it was really stupid. And the CGI, oh my god, the CGI aged like milk, guys. It was bad. But it was funny. I think that was like the last quote-unquote bad movie that I watched. I'm planning on watching some bad movies with my boyfriend. Probably this weekend. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, R.I.P.D. was really funny. And it wasn't, like I said, it's like an actual like budget movie, but it was funny. Christopher Lloyd is in it. He gets killed on the toilet when lampreys flood the sewer system. What? Oh my god. You enjoyed R.I.P.D.? R.I.P.D. is a really interesting movie. Velocipaster! Yo, Velocipaster is fire. I love Velocipaster, bro. That's a real one. That's a freaking real one. That's a good movie. Yeah, Tubi has some of the best movies, though. Tubi cooks sometimes if you're into, like, stupid movies. Tubi sure does cook. But yeah, no, Velocipaster is a great one. Lamageddon, I have not watched that one, but that sounds like fire, too. Another really, like, insane movie has to be Kung Fury. If you guys have not watched Kung Fury, it used to be, I think the full thing used to be on YouTube. I don't think it's on YouTube anymore. I could be wrong. Kung Fury is a fantastic movie. And I say fantastic in the sense that it's an insane movie, but it's so good. It's so good, guys. If you have not watched Kung Fury, that's my movie recommendation for you guys. It's really funny. Actually, I don't think maybe my boyfriend has watched Kung Fury. If he hasn't, I'm gonna have to show it to him because it's a fire one. It's so good. VFX car on fire is so funny. It's supposed to be an explosion, but it's just that text on the screen. That's great. That stuff kills me. Just makes me laugh. Especially, like, I don't know if you guys know this one series of, like, shows. I guess it's shows. It's like this... I'm trying to remember what the actual animation company is. But there's this animation company that does a bunch of, like, TV shows and stuff like that. And they did this thing called Simba King Lion. And they did a Sleeping Beauty show and, like, Winner and the Golden Cup or something like that. And there's, like, a bunch of different things, in this... I think it's Mondo TV. I'm pretty sure it's Mondo TV. They did a bunch of different cartoon series of, like, Simba, but it's not actually Simba from The Lion King, but it is Simba from The Lion King. It's kind of like a ripoff, but they kind of, like, fanficked their own version of it. And they also put Bambi in there, but his name is Bimbo. And they have, like, telepath powers and, like, the ability to control time. It's insanity, like, the actual lore and, like, nonsense of these cartoons. But one of my favorite things in those particular cartoons, I think it's from Mondo TV, I'm pretty sure, is the people who, like, animated it and stuff. A lot of the times when they have pictures in the background, they'll just have, like, actual JPEGs of, like, real photos of stuff. And I've seen that in a couple of, like, low-budget, weird cartoons, and it makes me laugh every time when there's just, like, an actual PNG or JPEG photo of a real-life object just in the background. There's an anime that I actually watched, and I used to watch it a lot more than I do now, but it's still, like, one of the strangest animes I've ever watched. It's called Gravitation. It used to be on Crunchyroll. I don't know if it's on Crunchyroll anymore. But that one also did that thing where, like, randomly people would be, like, eating food. And, like, you know how most of the times in anime when they're, like, eating food and stuff, it's very, like, highly animated and it looks delicious. Well, in this one, it was just, like, a PNG of pizza. Like, a real photo of pizza. And I was like, what? And it happened multiple times. Gravitation is one of those, like, insane, ridiculous early 2000s anime that, like, doesn't make any sense at all. And it has a lot of, like, weird shit like that in it, and it kills me. It makes me laugh so much. I saw a movie on Tubi, I'm assuming, called How the Grinch Stole Bitches. I don't think it was supposed to be there. What? Tubi has the heat, guys. Tubi clearly has the heat. How do you people know this stuff off networks no one uses? The internet. Just seeing shit on the internet and being like, look at this weird thing. That's mostly where I find a lot of my, like, weird, shitty movies, is, like, online. Lots of YouTubers also do reviews of, like, shitty movies and stuff. Like, Elvis the Alien does a lot of shitty movie reviews, and I find a lot of weird shit from his YouTube channel, to be honest. That's where I found out what Willy's Wonderland is, and Willy's Wonderland is also, like, a weird random thing. Willy's Wonderland is, like, Nicolas Cage FNAF. Which is also, it's also a stupid movie. But it's kind of funny. And also, there, in Willy's Wonderland, there's a character in that movie who, when I was first watching it, I think I watched that movie 3 times, to be completely honest with you, which is, it used to be on Netflix. I don't know if it's still on Netflix. But it's a pretty funny movie, and it is very much Five Nights at Freddy's. Even though the creator said that it wasn't, it gives Five Nights at Freddy's vibes. Like, it really, really does. And Nicolas Cage is in it, and he doesn't speak the entire movie, which is kind of weird. But it's funny. But there's a particular character in that movie who, when I watched it, I was like, I know this guy. What do I know him from? And he wasn't, like, a well-known actor, but I looked it up, and he was a Vine, like, content creator. His name is Christian Del Grosso. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but he was, like, very popular on Vine, and I watched tons of his Vines when I was growing up. He was, like, one of the main popular people on Vine. And he was in that movie, and I was like, what? This guy's in a movie? He was, like, making Vines. I think maybe he became a YouTuber. I'm not 100% sure. Most, like, Vine creators did become YouTubers. Like, Brent Riviera was another kind of, like, big Vine personality. And he became a YouTuber. He makes weird shit now. But he was a Vine personality back in the day. But yeah, Christian Del Grosso is in Willy's Wonderland, and he was, like, a Vine guy. I'm pretty sure you can still find his Vine compilations on YouTube, and it's very strange seeing him in that movie. And spoilers, Willy's Wonderland came out a long time ago, but spoilers, Christian Del Grosso's character is, like, the first one to die. And I'm like, oh, he was in the movie for, like, a fraction of the runtime. And then he just dies. But no, Willy's Wonderland is actually funny. Nicolas Cage is, like, really funny in it. Even though he doesn't speak, he's just funny. That reminds me, I saw the whole uncut Star Wars holiday special the other night. That's unfortunate. My condolences to you, Big. Willy's Wonderland is fire, by the way, argument. It is actually good. Like, it's silly and, like, stupid, but it's good still. only Vine star I remember is Marlon Webb and his glorious watermelons. I remember that guy. I used to watch him, and I used to watch Brent Rivera, which is, like, unfortunate nowadays, because he's just, like, making weird content with his sister. I don't know. I've seen some of his stuff, and I'm just like, what is this guy doing? I used to watch this guy named Landon. I don't remember his last name, but he was someone I watched a lot. There was this other guy named Kale J. Harden who I watched a lot too, and I don't know what he's doing. But I remember back in the day, he had like a single YouTube video uploaded, which was like how to twerk, which really is just highlights 2012, I think. I don't know what he's up to anymore. And then I used to watch this other guy named Carter Reynolds, I believe his name was. And he was just like some dude. Like, I don't know. There was this other guy I used to watch. I don't remember his name. It was like something Vrap. His last name was Vrap. Or Vrab. Or something. I don't remember his first name. But he was kind of funny. I used to watch a lot of people on Vine. I loved Vine back in the day. I miss it. I think SS Cheesecake dropped a RIP Vine in the chat. That's how I feel. And then they tried to come back with Byte, and Byte just wasn't the same, unfortunately. Because TikTok was already a thing, and people are always like, oh, TikTok is like the new Vine. But I'm like, no, Vine, I don't know. Vine had such a, like, nice, funny, kind of positive environment. I didn't ever see any drama on Vine. And I miss it, you know what I mean? Like, I actually miss the social media platform simply because it didn't have a lot of drama and there wasn't a lot of, like, issues on it. It was kind of just, like, people going and having a funny time and, like, posting stuff to make people laugh, and it was really, like, I don't know, I just liked it. I just miss it. It was peak. What are you talking about? Nick Cage pulling out nunchucks to fight an animatronic weasel? No, it was fire. It was a good movie. Like, it was silly, but it was a good movie. So, Johnny has 19 bottles of soap. Wait, what? Johnny get so much soap? Mind your business, David! A classic. One of my favorites. One of my other favorite Vines I still quote, like, every now and then is, "Stop! I could have dropped my croissant." Oh, it's so good. I need to watch a Vine compilation after this, man. Mary, is that the police? I'm calling the weed. 420, what you smoking? There was also What Are Those? That's another classic. Oh, I love What Are Those? What are those? And we have, can I get a Hoya? So good. And then one of my other favorites is Shavakadu. Another classic. Oh my god. Damn, I miss Vine so bad. I wish it could come back. Vine. Unlike Vine, other platforms push angry or hate-filled videos or content to keep you engaged. Yeah, which is sad, because Vine was just like, you have 6 seconds, do stupid shit, and that was Vine. It was so good. Like, no other social media platform was like that, and it was so good. Vine couldn't profit off its short-form content. Well, it's because, if I remember correctly, Twitter bought Vine and then killed it. So Twitter has really been the cause of all of our problems since day one, honestly. Twitter started going downhill once it purchased and killed Vine. I never recovered from that. My favorite is a guy looking at the MS Paint image of the 4 legs under the covers, and the guy goes, ah, I do that. I miss the old internet. Me too. Webkins just had like their 20th anniversary or something like that the other day, and I was like, pardonne me? What are we talking about? That makes me feel old. We getting old, chat. I don't know, bro. Wait, we were talking about all this, like, Vine creators and stuff. You know who had the best Vine? Was Tyler, the Creator. If y'all have not watched Tyler, the Creator's Vines, just, like, look it up. Like, look up a compilation at some point. You don't have to do it today. But at some point, look up a compilation of Tyler, the Creator's Vines. They're so funny. I always loved Tyler, the Creator. Like, he's probably my favorite freaking musician, artist, person, like, ever. And his Vines are just peak. They were so good. I vividly remember, because he would always do, like, stupid shit. Like, I remember there was one where he's literally, like, crouching on a table at a restaurant, like, hitting someone with bologna. Like, it's so... It was so ridiculous, but he was so funny, and he would always just do random shit on Vine. And there's this one video I very vividly remember of him, like, his friend was recording it, and he was underneath his couch, and his friend came over, and he's like, what the fuck are you doing now? And he was just under his couch, and he, like, I don't know, he, like, crawled out of it as, like, a joke. But yeah, no, Tyler, the Creator has funny Vines. Yeah, Facade used to play Webkins. So did I. Used to play Webkins a lot. I tried to get my account back, but, like, I don't remember what username or email or anything I used for it back in the day, so... It's also where the infamous, oh my god, they were roommates, yep. 2 bros chilling in a hot tub, 5 feet apart because they're not gay. That one, the 2 bros chilling in a hot tub, was Anthony Padilla, actually, on his Vine account. Which I just had to point out because Smosh. I miss old Smosh too, man. Smosh. Ooh. I saw a thing today, actually, that was like, do you feel old? PewDiePie is the 10th most subscribed to YouTuber now. And I'm like, what? I do feel old. Because y'all remember when he was having that, like, fight with T-Series? Man, that was a long time ago. It's so weird. Oh my god, it's weird to think about. It makes me feel old. Like, what do you mean? Bitch Lasagna was, like, that long ago? Are we serious? I don't know. It's just weird to think about. Time really just flies. Like, it's nuts. I remember that one. I had no idea Anthony was the voice. Yeah. So the 2 bros chilling on a hot tub one, I didn't find out it was Anthony Padilla until, like, way after. And I was like, wait, that was him? It's kind of like a mind-blowing thing. Yeah, 2 shots of vodka. Just the whole thing. Smosh rocks. I was so happy when they brought it back. Yeah. Man, Smosh... I remember Smosh had this, like, Zelda song parody or something like that, and I used to listen to it, like, very seriously. Like, I had it downloaded on, like, iTunes or some shit. Ridiculous. I'm just quoting Vines at this point. Smosh and Raka? I don't think I know that YouTuber. Oh yeah, Thomas Sanders. He and Vine always got brought up in close proximity so often. Thomas Sanders had a very funny Vine. I used to watch him too. The Zelda rap, Assassin's Creed rap. Oh man, this is such a throwback. Old YouTube really was different. It was mad funny. I used to also be like a huge enjoyer of like llamas with hats. That was a good one. Fucking llamas with hats. Carl. And I used to watch also Batman and Spider-Man, which was also very funny and good YouTube cartoon content. So silly. Some of that shit's still out there on YouTube, and I'm just like, wow. I love revisiting it, though. It's funny stuff. Did you see that they recently continued Llamas with Hats? I did not see that. They continued it? I haven't thought about Llamas with Hats in a very long time. Like, how recently did they continue it? There's new episodes? How did they even, like... Didn't the last one was, like, the end of the world, though? The, like, last episode of Llamas with Hats? Now the brothers from Raka Raka make horror movies? Really? That's a turn. Those storytime vines he made were very funny. Oh yes, Thomas Sanders would be like, storytime! I don't know this YouTube channel, these brothers that you guys are talking about. Raka. I've never heard of them. Maybe I've seen them in like passing. I'm sure if I like look them up, I'll be like, oh, okay, I think I know who this is, but I'm not 100% sure. They have an epilogue for Llamas with Hats? Dude, I have to go watch it after stream because that sounds like it's great. I haven't thought about Llamas with Hats in a very long time. I used to love Llamas with Hats, though. I used to really watch Dan and Phil. It came out 7 months ago. That is still kind of recent, though, to be honest. But yeah, I used to really watch Dan and Phil. They were like another main YouTuber people that I used to watch. They recently came back too, which I'm very happy about because Dan mostly was on like a hiatus for a very long time. And then both of them came back to YouTube and were like, by the way, we're gay. And I was like, yeah, tell us something we don't know. No. But it was nice that they came back and they said that. And then they started kind of making more content and stuff. They went on tour, or they're on tour right now. I wasn't able to get tickets to their tour, but I got tickets to their original Tadanoff tour, which was The Amazing Tour Is Not on Fire, which was their original tour. And I ended up going to that. And I don't know how much you guys know Dan and Phil, but me and my friend went like with cat whiskers drawn on our faces, and we had these masks because they sold on their store these masks of their face. So I had a mask of Phil's face and my friend had a mask of Dan's face, and my friend lost her Dan mask, which is unfortunate. She lost it at the venue, but I was just laughing because I'm like, some janitor is going to see this random mask of just a man's face in this venue and be very confused. But my god, yeah, Dan and Phil were funny. And I'm glad that we saw them on tour when they were like originally touring. But I couldn't get tickets to see them this time. I was supposed to see Dan actually because he did a tour like himself a couple years back. And I bought tickets to that, but then it ended up having to be canceled because the venue was, like, doing renovations. And I was pissed. I was like, no, do your renovations another time. Dan Howell is gonna be here. It was sad, and I didn't end up getting to go, and like they gave me my money back, but I didn't want my money back. I wanted to see Dan. Julian, I'm glad that you know who I'm talking about. There were very popular YouTubers, but I also feel like not a lot of people watch them, which is weird, but not a lot of people I talked to outside of like my main friend group watched them anyways. The first episode came out 16 years ago. Oh my god. Of Llamas with Hats? No, that makes me feel so old. Oh my god. That's what I don't get. Let's do renovations when people already have the area booked. Yeah, I don't know. I was massively pissed. Number 15. Burger King foot lettuce. They got that guy, the Burger King foot lettuce guy. They got him to voice in a Smiling Friends episode where he was ordering off a menu and he said, "Can I have number 15?" It was so good. Oh, I loved it. I love Smiling Friends. I'm so glad that they were able to get that guy on their show. The number 15 Burger King foot lettuce. That's the original brain rot. Like, forget Skibbity Toilet and Riz or whatever the hell's going on. Let's bring back Burger King foot lettuce. I love their Q&A so much. Yes. And the cat whiskers. I'm cultured. Yes, exactly. I vividly remember that there was like this book that they were selling on their store, which I still have, and it's so funny because it's such a time capsule, but it's this little journal that they were selling on their store that was like keep calm and cat whiskers or some stupid shit like that, which is so like 2013 to begin with. But within that notebook, because I bought it from Dan and Phil's store back in the day, within that notebook I wrote down Five Nights at Freddy's theories that I had, which still exist. I still have that book. And God, it's so funny to me because it's such a like 2013 time capsule. Like, not only is it the keep calm and carry on shit, but it's also keep calm and cat whiskers, which was like a Dan and Phil thing. And then on the inside, it just has here's my FNAF game theory that I like wrote out. Oh god, so fucking funny. It's such, I think I have it in a box and it's like sealed away because I want to keep it as like a time capsule thing. But it kills me that I have that, and that was like a thing I did in 2013. Oh god. Didn't they bring back the I Like Turtles kid years later as a young adult advertising the last TMNT movie? I'm pretty sure they did. I'm pretty sure they did. I'm gonna need to hear that theory one day. I don't know, man. It kind of sucks. It was like, I wrote a big FNAF theory the day that... not the day, but it was like around the time that FNAF 2 came out. So it was a FNAF 2 theory, and it was about Chica's missing beak, which I don't think is something that's been solved yet. And it's kind of funny because like years after, Scott Cawthon was like putting out some questions for, I think it was one of Daco's charity streams, I'm not 100% sure. But one of the things he wanted to highlight was, why is Toy Chica missing her beak? And that's one of like the big questions still of the FNAF community, which sounds so stupid, but it really is. But you know, me back in 2013 was like, this is why Chica's missing her beak in FNAF 2. And I don't, like, I really don't remember what the actual thing is that I explained why she was missing her beak, but that's what it was about. Yeah, hello internet, welcome to King Theory. I have posted one proper FNAF theory on my channel. I was gonna say two, but the other one is in one of MatPat's videos. But I did post a proper FNAF theory one time on my channel, and I haven't done another one yet, because I haven't really had much to work with, to be completely honest with you. My FNAF theory peaked with it being on that game theory video from like a while ago. And then after that, it can just only go downhill, so I don't know. I'm excited for Secrets of the Mimic, though, because I think that that's probably going to be, like... I can't remember when that's coming out, but that's definitely going to throw more stuff into the lore, so I'm very excited for Secrets of the Mimic. Because I think that's the next game that's coming out. And then, of course, the FNAF 2 movie coming out in December, which I'm very excited for. The FNAF stuff goes so deep, bro. It does. I unfortunately know more about FNAF than I care to admit. Like, I always say this, and I'm like, haha, like Phasgoo. But no one should know what Phasgoo is. But I know what Phasgoo is. And, like, I shouldn't know what Phasgoo is. Whoa. Fucking Phasgoo, bro. First time I saw FNAF was during a Watch Mojo Top 10 video. That's actually great. Oh god, I remember Watch Mojo. My first exposure to Five Nights at Freddy's was Markiplier playing it, actually. Which, like, yeah. That's like a pretty normal introduction to Five Nights at Freddy's, but I remember watching Markiplier play it, and then I started watching, was it Razbowski? I think it might have been Razbowski. I started watching play it after that. And then I started watching Dawko as well at that same time. And then I started watching Game Theory. But it all started with Markiplier. As things normally do, honestly. And then you have the rebuttal video of, I fucked up, please Mr. MatPat, don't take my word for it, or something. Well, what happened was when I posted my FNAF theory, literally an hour after MatPat announced his retirement. I'm not even kidding you. It was simultaneously the best marketing choice I could have ever done, titling my video, MatPat Noticed Me, and now I'm making a FNAF theory, because, my god, did the search results, like, go crazy? But at the same time, I was like, wow, FNAF theory so bad, MatPat retires. That was insane timing, because, like, I legitimately posted it, and I remember, like, an hour after I posted it, somebody commented, and they're like, oh, MatPat's retiring, and I was like, what? I'm like, no, he's not. And then I saw, and he posted a video, he's like, I'm retiring, and I was like, shut up, no, I just posted this. It was crazy, it was crazy. Oh my god. It is such a weird day, like, but I am glad that he put one of my theories in his video. Like, no offense to Tom at all, like the person who's running Game Theory right now. I like Tom's videos, and I still watch Game Theory with Tom being the host of it, but I'm happy that MatPat was the one who put my theory in a video and, like, specifically pointed it out from the subreddit. That was fire. That was, like, a highlight of my life. I remember when I was watching that video, he's, like, started talking about the sticky notes, and I was like, oh, finally, like, somebody's talking about these stupid sticky notes that, were in Security Breach Ruin. And I'm like, nobody ever was talking about this, because I brought it up in the subreddit, and, like, 2 or 3 people were like, oh, yeah. But, like, nobody else talked about it. And I was like, okay, like, this seems like it's important. It's just like this weird collection of sticky notes. And I was like, it can, you know, tie back to this, this, and this. And barely anybody saw it. And I was like, oh, whatever. But then MatPat in his video was like, oh yeah, like, there are these sticky notes. And I was like, oh, thank God somebody's talking about this. Because, like, I mentioned it and everybody ignored me. But maybe now that MatPat said it, like, people will actually pay attention to it. And then all of a sudden he's like, Reddit user, Pikmin, he called me Pikmin King. But he said, Reddit user, Pikmin King X, posted about blah, blah, blah. And I was like, excuse, I legitimately, I'm telling you guys, and maybe this is an overreaction, I was like shaking. I was like, no, this isn't happening, right? I was like, there's no way that this is happening right now. Like, that's me. What are we saying? And he was like, oh, Reddit user posted about this. And I was like, excuse me? Excuse me, sir? It's like, what are we talking about? Oh, it was something. It really was something. And I remember I was watching it because I was just casually watching it, like, in my kitchen, and then I just had like a face, and my dad was in the living room, and he was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, I couldn't speak. I couldn't speak at all. I was just like, oh, MatPat said a thing, and then he, like, went on to be like, oh, like, he kept on calling me Pikmin King. But, like, it's fine. It's fine. But he was like, they pointed out that there was, like, these footprints, and it could be tied to, the Midnight Motorist minigame, and I was like, yeah, like, I did. And MatPat was like, nobody was talking about this, like, except this person. And I was like, I know, MatPat. Oh, it's just nuts. Man, it was nuts. It was a day, and it was a very good day. There are times where if I, like, binge his FNAF theories, because I do that from time to time, where I'll just, like, binge all of the game theory, FNAF theory videos, and then that one comes up, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm in this one. It's so weird to think about, like, legitimately. It's something I don't think I'll ever forget, because it was such an honor, honestly. Matt, I'm catching up on chat because I'm a little behind, but not MatPat's baby with Springtrap. That was, not good. That was from the In the Flesh story, which I think is in Fazbear Frights number 2 or 3, whichever one is Bunny Call. It's in that one. That's an unfortunate story. I hate that that's in the canon. I saw Markiplier call Freddy a bitch in Security Breach. Yeah, that sounds about right. You know what doesn't start with Markiplier? That weird Sleep to Death show that he never really advertised. I don't think I know what show that is. Didn't still get popular though. I don't know what show. Sleep to Death? I don't think I've ever heard of that, to be completely honest with you. I know he was in a show. Is that what the show was called? Oh, also, hello, CB. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I miss MatPat. Haven't watched game or film theory since the Murder Drones theory release, but I hope him and the rest of the family are doing all right. I think he's doing pretty good. He's working on some show right now. He's working on like a I don't know if it's a Broadway show, but he's working on a musical show right now. I saw somebody talking about it recently, and he's like actually working on it, which is pretty cool. Having someone like MatPat know your existence is such a good feeling. It was crazy. It changed my life, honestly. I don't think I'll ever forget that. And it's like immortalized in this YouTube video that is a part of the FNAF lore videos. I feel very honored. Edge of Sleep. Yeah, okay. I didn't know if that's what you were talking about. But yeah, Edge of Sleep is what I was talking about, where he was like in a TV show. I usually do something similar where I look through moments across my friend's stuff, i.e. your channel, my friend's channel. Yeah, there's a lot of YouTubers that'll like rewatch their videos and stuff. Markiplier is definitely one of them. And Nathaniel Bandy is another one. I always seem to like rewatch a lot of Nathaniel Bandy's videos, but Nathaniel Bandy also now has a channel where he posts like, 7 hours of Mario content to fall asleep to, and it's like my favorite thing ever, so props to Nathaniel Bandy. He's a real one. Alright guys, I think that I've caught up on chat. I think we are going to call it here. Because I gotta go to bed. I'm tired. I actually have to do dishes. I love having chores and being an adult. But I have to do dishes. But, thank you everybody so much for coming and hanging out. I appreciate it a whole lot. Hold on, Bacon, you have a message. To those with bare limited Kirby knowledge, I called Gooey a power bottom. Excuse me. I mean, you're not wrong, but okay. Help. Bacon, excuse me. Also, thank you everybody for saying that my art is good. I appreciate it a whole lot. We did not finish Delito's character today, but really all I have to do is coloring and some line weights. I don't really know what stream schedule is going to look like next week just yet, but if we have an art stream, we might continue this, or I might do something else because I'm almost done this, and I have to come up with some designs for some things for a vendor that I'm doing at the end of the month. So, we'll see what we end up drawing if I do another art stream. I really want to do a pixel art stream, which we were supposed to do on Tuesday, but I was feeling like hot garbage, so we didn't do that. But we will be doing that at some point in the future. But yes, I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your night. I hope that you all take care. There are no more streams this week. Why did I pause my music? I didn't mean to do that. But there are no more streams this week. So I will see you guys next week. I am going to be posting that video tomorrow, so look out for that as well. So that's coming at you tomorrow at, I don't know, the afternoon at some point. Tomorrow afternoon, there will be a video that I will post, and it will be silly, and you guys will be like, what is this? But whatever. But I won't be seeing you for the rest of the weekend, and I will see you guys next week. I'll post my schedule Sunday or Monday, depending on when I get around to that. Probably Sunday, because I'm planning on streaming on Monday. But I'll keep you guys posted. I do hope that you, again, have a wonderful rest of your sleep. Or your sleep. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Take care. Behave yourself this weekend. Do not bring up milk this weekend. That's your challenge. The no milk challenge. Let's enter no milk May. Even though it's May 9th, technically, right now. We're gonna have no milk May for the rest of the month. Don't bring up milk this weekend. That's your homework. Okay, I don't know what I'm saying. I need to go to bed. Good night, everybody. Have a good one. Bye, 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 bye. See ya, see ya, see ya. Bye, 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 bye. See ya.